Hey everybody, I'm here today to show you and tell you specifically how to fix one speaker that is not working. And this will be an easy tutorial, so let's get right into this instructional video. I'll be going over 5 things that you can do to hopefully help you get that one speaker that is not working to work once again. Let's get into this. The first thing that you can try out, number 1, is check all connections. So you want to check all of the connections on the speaker. Turn your speaker around, take a look at the connection ports, and then check the connections going towards the speaker, and then check the connections going towards the audio source. Look at the actual connection points on both of those. Look at the cable where it connects to both of those spots, and look at the cable in between, okay? Because, ultimately, that's probably the most common thing, is that it's not the speaker itself, but it's a connection point. If your speaker just magically stops working one day, it can be the speaker, but oftentimes it's just that a connection came loose and you didn't notice it. Hopefully it's not the speaker, but like oftentimes, more often than you think, it is a connection point that came loose, that, frayed, that became damaged. Check the connections, check all of the connections while you're at it, okay? That's the first thing, okay? And it's more often than you think that's gonna be the case, and that's therefore gonna be the fix. So hopefully that's the fix for you, because that's super easy and super inexpensive and just really easy to fix, okay? So that's number 1. Moving on to number 2. Number 2, look at the balance control, okay? Maybe you didn't touch it, but maybe someone else touched it. And there's a fader left to right, maybe it's all the way to the right instead of in the middle, right? If the balance control is focused only on one side, then guess what? All of your audio power is going to go to one side, and that other speaker on the other side is not going to have any power. Therefore, it's going to sound like it's not working, when in reality, it's just not being given any audio power. So check the balance control. That's number 2. Moving on to number 3. Number 3, try a different cable, okay? Maybe it's the cable, like I said, with the connection. You can try replacing the cable. Maybe the connections look fine and the cable looks fine, but you know what? Go and get the cable from the speaker that's working, okay, and try and put it onto the speaker that's not working. You know that cable works because it's going to a speaker that's working perfectly fine. So by taking that cable that you know works and that source that you know works and plugging it into your speaker that is not working, then if the speaker still doesn't work, then guess what? It has nothing to do with the cable, because that cable and the source is working for that speaker that is working. So when you unplug that cable from the speaker that is working and you plug it into the speaker that is not working, you know that that's a working source and a working cable. Okay? And if the speaker still doesn't work when you do that, then you know it's not the cable. So try a different cable. Try that method that I said if it works for your specific setup. Obviously, use your judgment and look at your setup. If it's not going to work for your setup, then try a different cable for that speaker that is not working, that is unrelated to the speaker that is working. So obviously, just try a different cable. My method is great most of the time, but use your judgment. If it doesn't work for your specific setup, then just get a brand new cable and try a different cable. If your speaker does not work with your old cable and it works with your new cable, then guess what? It's not the speaker that's the problem, it's the cable that's the problem. So try a different cable, use your judgment to figure out how you're going to actually turn that into like an actionable step, and try a different cable while you use your judgment and see if that fixes the problem. Then it's not the speaker, but it's the cable, and that's an easy fix. Hopefully that's the one that works for you. Moving on to number 4. Number 4, check the source device. Maybe on the source, not even with regards to the balance control, but maybe on the source there's a problem on the source. So maybe there's a problem on the source where that source, like let's say it's an audio receiver, where that audio receiver is sending power to the speaker that is not working. Maybe it's not a problem with the speaker, but it's a problem with the device, with the audio receiver. So check out the source device and look at where that source device is sending power to that speaker that is not working, and see if there's anything going on there. Maybe that's going to be the fix. And it's not the speaker that's the problem, but it's the source device that's the problem. And look at all of the settings on the source device as well. Sometimes you have like 5 or 6 things in the chain from the source before it gets to the speaker. So look at all of the things within that chain, and see if it's any of those things instead of the speaker itself. Moving on to the last one for this video, which is number 5, fix or tip or piece of advice or step number 5 to try out. Number 5 is consider the audio file. Some audio files will send the source back and forth between one speaker and the other. They'll go right to left, right to left. They'll do that for effect. So sometimes it might be the audience clapping over here, the audience clapping over there, someone singing over here, someone singing over there. So what you want to do is check or consider the audio file itself. maybe it's something within the audio file. Just try playing a different song, a different sound, see if that helps. Because then if that works, then it's not the speaker, it's the actual audio file. So always consider the audio file. And that's it. Hopefully you can use these tips to fix your singular speaker that is not working. And that's all I got to say. So we're going to roll the outro. If you like this instructional video tutorial, if you like this tutorial, these steps, these pieces of advice, if you like this video in general, okay, I want to make sure that you show it some love, and that's what I'm going to say in this outro. We're going to try this outro again officially. I'm going to roll it the way I usually roll it without all of that extra wording. So here's the outro. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.